Hey you guys, it's Elle and welcome back to my channel, and today we are going to be doing a little kind of tutorial with basically all full face of Urban Decay, because you know I love me some Urban Decay, but they came out with this new gorgeous palette. It is called Backtalk, and literally I just got it sent yesterday and I came in the mail and I just could not wait to film something with this. It actually, I was supposed to film something different today, but I'm blown away by how beautiful this palette is, and I can't wait to kind of dig in and see how it works. So if you want to know more about that, hit that subscribe button. Please join our community and my squad, and let's do it. All right, so what this palette is, it's gorgeous, by the way. I love the colors of this palette, like on the outside. It basically is magnetic, and it's like I don't know how to explain it, but it's a 2-in-1. So it's shadows on this side, and then it's blushes and highlighter over here. It's just beautiful. I love that the use of pinks are kind of in this palette, you know, versus more warm tones. It actually comes with this removable mirror inside of it. It's really sturdy. It's really nice and heavy. I just was kind of obsessed with this, so I cannot wait to create a look with this. And it's actually up on Sephora.com right now. I did find it. I didn't know if it was come out yet or not. But it does have these eyeshadows, and there are 1, 2, 3 that are mattes. Obviously, I would love to see a little bit more matte, but you know, Urban Decay does a really nice job on eyeshadows, so I'm looking forward to trying this out. Now, obviously, we're not going to get through all of these colors. Maybe if you guys are really interested in this, you know, next month, like we talked about, I'm going to be doing 5 looks with 1 palette. And if maybe this is something that you want me to use, I know that when I asked online, it was more about the Urban Decay's original palettes, and so many people have that, and the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette, but let me know if this is something that you guys want as an option as well. Okay, so let's just get into this. My eyelids are primed. I did actually use the new Tatcha primer all over my face. I'm gonna go in with just the white shade, or the kind of eggshell shade, and it is called 3 Sheets, which is such a cute little name. And I'm just gonna, you know, start how I normally do, and I'm just going to go all over my lid. I'm going to use this little mirror. And you know, I like to do this because it creates a really nice canvas for other shadows to blend on top of it. It's not super pigmented, so that's a little bit of a bummer, but it's doing what it needs to do. It's not super white either. It's just very much a flesh tone color. It actually would be beautiful on deeper skin. It would really highlight it a little bit more. So this is one of those shadows that would show up, in my opinion, a little bit more on a deeper skin tone. All right, so let's go into, I have no idea what kind of look I want to be doing today, but let's go in with just a simple transition color. We're going to go into this signature color, which the whole line is kind of around this color, which is called Backtalk. And we're just going to build a little transition color. It is the matte color, one of the mattes. And pink just reminds me so much of spring. Does anybody else? I guess it reminds probably a lot of people of spring. I just love it. I love pinks. I think pinks look great with so many different eye shapes. And again, I'm just going in here and starting to create a crease. This color is a lot more pigmented than the kind of first lighter shade that we used. So I'm into that. I'm going to bring it in a little bit further than I normally do, just to give the eye a little bit more socket. Just use a little Makeup Forever blow brush, has nothing on it. I'm just going to start to blend this out. They're blending out really pretty. Just going to go in and add a little bit. I wish that they were a little bit more pigmented, but you know, Urban Decay, you know, is mass market. So I understand why some of their stuff isn't super pigmented, because it's not user friendly in general. So take that for what that's worth. I'm going to go, what color should I do now? I'm actually going to build up a little bit. I'm going to go into this brown color called WTF. Same placement, but I'm going to drag it down here on the outer corner. And just deepen this up. Remember, go on top of that brow bone a little bit if you have deep set hooded eyes like me. So this color is actually nice and pigmented. That's pretty. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna play with, I think we're gonna play with attitude and with shade. I think I'm gonna go in with attitude first on a denser brush and just see what we can do here as far as building this up a little bit. This might actually need a little bit of a spritz. I'm gonna be using their Quick Fix niacinamide spray. I love this little spray by Urban. You know what I liked about this palette is that it's kind of like it's an all-in-one. Like it could go really well if you are a traveler and you just want to bring one thing with you, because you could do a lot of different looks from this palette. All right, I'm going to go into shade, which is that deeper purple. Okay. Come on. All right. Okay, so it's a little bit of a bummer. The pigment is not great in this palette, but it's just not very, see the kind of fallout I'm getting here? So I'm wondering if these shades, these kind of pressed pigment shades, need a good spritz to really get going something here. So I think the palette would be really nice for a, like kind of somebody that's just getting into makeup or that doesn't really know a lot about makeup, and something that's very easy to use, because you're not going to get a ton of color payoff, but what it's going to do is it's going to allow you to have more playtime and to just honestly be able to give you a little bit more, I'm sorry, I'm just trying to find my liner by them in Alkaline, just be able to give you a little bit more confidence when you are doing eyeshadow, because it's not so pigmented. Because when you have something pigmented and you put it on your eye, it's kind of hard to blend out sometimes. So I guess that's going to be my critique on that. This is Alkaline. I love this. This came actually, this came with the collection as well, because it totally makes sense. It actually came with several of my favorite eyeliners for them. It came with Demolition. It came with Zero. I love it. Just going to take that brush again and kind of try to intensify this crease a little bit. I'm wondering, you know, I bet this palette, if you have cream shadows, I wonder if it would, I bet it would be really beautiful over a cream shadow, because I think the pigment would really give a lot more payoff. I feel like it needs something to grab onto. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with Bear, which is this kind of shimmery color, and I'm actually going to use my hand or my finger. Oh, that's pretty. That's a really, really beautiful color. So we also can apply the more sparkly shades with the finger, because they're going on so pretty with the finger. Oh my gosh, that is like the most beautiful champagne-y color. I love that. That's beautiful. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish the other eye. I'll be right back. All right, so I have completed my other eye. I actually just ran a little bit of the Backtalk underneath my lower lash line. That's all I did, and then just applied my mascara. I also have on my Naked Skin Concealer in Fair, as well as my One and Done foundation, and I'm also using the Velvetizer today. I have not used this in a long time. I just use it to set my under eyes, and it actually looks pretty darn good. Now, obviously not illuminating or brightening, but it looks pretty shockingly good. So I kind of am into that. It's definitely more of a mattifying powder. You know, I like to be a little bit more glowy, but we can deal with that with a little bit of setting spray. And I'm just setting the face with the rest of the Velvetizer. I love that powder because it's just like so lightweight. It's like nothing in it. So in this palette, they don't really have anything that I would use as a bronzer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to layer, do something a little different. Oh, dropping things. All right, so I'm going to layer let's do Double Take first, which is this guy right here. It's all the same, like, it's just such a beautiful color. I just love this color, the Double Take. So what we're going to do is we're going to use it almost, this is kind of like back in the day, old school technique. Instead of using bronzer, we would use blush in place of that. And we would use a deeper blush around where, kind of where your bronzer would go. And then you would use like a lighter blush on the apple of the cheeks. And the only thing that you have to be careful of when you're using a blush in this technique is to be careful around the hairline, because, you know, a pink could look real strange around the hairline. So I'm just gonna just faintly do that. It's so pretty, that blush, and it's not too sparkly. It's really nice and pigmented, but it's not sparkly. So I definitely think that our community could absolutely wear Double Take. I think it's just gorgeous. I'm gonna go into Cheap Shot, which is this color, and maybe mix in a little bit of this peachy color, which is called Low Key. Just kind of put them both together and go right here on the apples of my cheeks. These have a little bit more sheen to them, but not glitter. And I just, ooh, I love that combination between those two colors. Oh my gosh, so the palette to me is almost worth it for this little blush trio. Love it. That is gorgeous. Okay, I am super into that. All right, and then why don't we hit it with a little bit of highlighter. This is called Party Fool. Just give the face a little bit more glow. I'm gonna go down to where the cheek is, like on the apple of the cheek, just to give us a little bit more. See how it gives a little bit more of a glow? That's what I'm kind of into. This beautiful highlighter. These, you know what I like is that these are not glittery. They are just a really nice sheen to them. So it's not over the top, I guess is what I'm trying to say. It's very, very pretty. I love it. Okay, so the palette. All right, so let me just kind of form my thoughts real quick about it. They also came out with a lipstick called Backtalk, of course, and it's just this really pretty nude color. It looks like this. It's like a little rose nude moment. Ooh. Oh, that's very pink. Okay, so it looks a lot more kind of mauve-y rose in the bullet. It has like a purple undertone to it. I don't hate it. It just kind of took me a little bit off guard. It's more of a matte formula, but it feels very comfortable. I actually kind of like it. It's just very cool tone, so it's not something that I would normally wear, but I actually don't mind it. I think it's actually a really pretty color. Okay, now that I have lipstick on, I feel like I need a touch more blush. Just a touch. Just a touch. All right, this is just my brush that has my like powder on it. I like to kind of sometimes just blend everything away. And I've been loving, I have a whole thing over here. Maybe I'll do, I'll place some of these in a giveaway, but these are these new Hi-Fi Shine from Urban Decay. I've been wearing this every day. This is in the color Fuel, I believe. Where are ya? Yes, Fuel. And I love it. So I think this needs a little bit of a gloss. So we are going to set this because Urban Decay is the king of all setting with All Nighter. I could have totally used my, I just don't like the smell of that. Huh. It works so well. But Urban Decay's Quick Fix, I can actually use this to add a little bit, why not? A little bit more dew because I love that it has niacinamide in it. So cool. Coconut water. Super awesome. By the way, I am so not mad at that powder under my eyes. That is so interesting. I don't know, I felt like the first time I tried it, I wasn't super into it, but I think it's actually looking good. So if you guys are more combination or feel like you can actually stand to have a little bit of a drier formula underneath your eyes, that powder is one to definitely keep in your arsenal, okay? All right, so here's the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was such a fun tutorial. You know, when stuff comes in the mail, not a lot, and I'll be honest with you, inspires me. And for a big brand like Urban Decay to inspire me in something new, I just am excited about it. Now, did they have the most pigment in the eyeshadows? No. But could we get a beautiful look from them? Absolutely. I think that this palette's blushes and highlighters are so pretty. All of us could wear them for sure. Not glittery. I don't know. This palette gets, you know, a 2 thumbs up for me. Again, do we really need eyeshadows to be like so pigmented? The fallout wasn't amazing, but anyway, so I think I'll give it like 1 thumb up instead of 2. But I really enjoyed playing with this palette. I love the look that we created today. It's very springtime, and I love these colors. So anyway, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, night, wherever you are when you're watching this, and I will see you guys in the next one. Lots of love from me to you. Mwah. Bye, you guys. All right, so not all of you guys stay until the end, but if you do, I want to reward you so much for being with me on this ride. And there's so many of you guys that comment and just share so much love, and I just really appreciate you guys so much. I love each and every one of you. So if you stay to the end, I'm going to reward you with a giveaway of a few of the new Urban Decay eyeliners and a few of the new Hi-Fi Shine lip glosses, just because, you know, there's no need for me to have a million of these, so let's share the wealth, right? So if you, there's a little bit of instructions. Obviously you have to be subscribed to my channel. Give me a thumbs up, so let's give this video a nice thumbs up or a like, and then comment below only, or you can write words if you want to, but the main thing is going to be a pair of lips. You know, the red lips that are like, put a pair of lips down in the comment section if you are my Stay to the End squad, and you will be entered into this giveaway. And that's how I'll know you guys have stayed. So anyway, again, thank you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Mwah!